Hello everyone, welcome to Parikshapedia. In this video, we will be discussing the second poem, that is The Miracles, written by Walt Whitman. So let's begin. We will start this lecture with the brief introduction of the poet, Walt Whitman, whose full name is Walter Whitman. He was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. Whitman is considered as the father of free verse poetry. He was much more than that. Free verse is a poetic form divided into lines of no particular length without a rhyme scheme. So the free verse he adopts in his work reflects a newly naturalized and accessible poetic language. His overarching themes, which means his overwhelming themes, the individual, the nation, the body, the soul, and everyday life and work, mirror the primary values of the America's founding. Moving on. So let's start this poem. Why? Who makes much of a miracle? As to me, I know of nothing else but miracles. Whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dart my sight over the roofs of houses towards the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach just in the edge of the water, or stand under trees in the woods, or talk by day with anyone I love, or sit at table at dinner with the rest. In these lines, the poet says that many people get excited about miracles. The poet don't understand why they do so, why they get excited about these miracles. People think that miracles are some extraordinary things that happens very rarely. Poet does not agree with them. Poet has a different angle of experiencing miracles. The poet says if he walks through the streets of Manhattan, when he runs his eyes over the roofs of the houses and looks towards the sky, he sees miracles. He sees miracles when he walks with naked feet at the edge of the water on the beach. He sees miracles when he stands under the trees in the woods. According to him, every person and everything he sees around him is a miracle. He sees miracles when, during the day, he talks to anybody whom he loves. Or he sees miracles when he is sitting with people at dinner. So the poet wants to say that he sees nothing but miracles everywhere. Or look at strangers opposite me riding in the car. Or watch honeybees busy around the hive on a summer forenoon. Or animals feeding in the fields. Or the wonderfulness of the sundown, or of stars shining so quiet and bright, or the exquisite, delicate, thin curve of the new moon in spring. His list of miracles is endless. He sees miracles when he is sitting in the subway railway compartment and looking at the passengers sitting opposite to him. Or he sees miracles when he watches the honeybees busy around their hives on a summer forenoon. He sees miracles in animals eating in the fields, or the wonderfulness of the sundown, the beautiful scene of the sunset. He sees miracles in that, or the stars shining so bright and quiet. He sees miracles when he looks at the slight and the thin curve of the new moon in the spring season. These with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles. The whole referring, yet each distinct and its place. To me, every hour of light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle. Every square yard of the surface of the earth is spread with the same. So in these lines, the poet says that all the things that he has mentioned in this poem are miracles to him. Every little thing that he didn't mention is a miracle to him as well. The poet says that every little thing that means miracle to him is different from each other. It has its own significance, its own importance, and has its own place in this universe. To him, every hour of light, every second, every moment of light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of this space is a miracle to him. Every square yard of the surface of the earth, each and everything means miracle to him. Every foot of the interior swarms with the same. To me, the sea is a continual miracle. The fishes that swim, the rocks, the motion of the waves, the ships with men in them, what stranger miracles are there? In these lines, the poet says that every foot of the interior of the earth is filled with the same. Swarms means filled. To the poet, the sea is a continual miracle. And the fishes that swim in the sea, the rocks, the mountain, the movement of the waves, everything, the ships with the men in them, are no less than miracles to him. And in the end, the poet says that there could not be any stranger miracles than these. This was the line-wise explanation of the poem Miracles, written by Walt Whitman. So that's it for today's video. In the next lecture, we will be discussing the brief summary of this poem and some of the imagery used in this poem. Thank you and keep supporting.